everyone, and welcome to this wealthmanagement.com Fast Chat. I'm David Armstrong, the editorial director of Informa Connect's Wealth Management Group. And today I'm pleased to be speaking to Allison Dewar, the managing director of Digital Advisor Solutions for Schwab Advisor Services. Allison, thanks very much for joining us.
David, thanks so much for having me this morning.
So having the managing director of Digital Advisor Solutions here, I have to ask, what's next for Schwab's advisor technology offerings? What are you focused on there? Any recent or upcoming updates that you can share with us?
Yeah, it's a great question, particularly post the close of our last transition group just last month in May for our retail counterparts. While the advisor side has been done since September, the company as a whole still had another transition group to push over the finish line, which we did in May. So we're all kind of now collectively really looking forward and excited to kind of talk about. I think about the Schwab Advisor Services kind of next steps in technology a little twofold. The first is with our proprietary software, so Schwab Advisor Center and the websites that we provide for advisors directly. And the way I think about that is that we have a good depth of capabilities on those platforms. But it's about kind of how they're tied together and the cohesiveness of the experience. And so it's kind of funny. I was thinking about actually what we were going to talk about today, and it came up to me that, the goal going forward should be, it should feel, I'm a little bit of a foodie, so I like to go out and eat. And so like, I think about like an omakase dinner, right? Like it should feel very curated. It should feel like you may not have known what you wanted next, but what landed on your lap felt perfect. And so that's really the way that we're thinking about how we can bring our experiences together more cohesively so that as you're trying to serve your clients, advisors, the experience just flows. On the flip side, we also think, though, about that advisors spend a lot of time in third-party technology, and that might actually be for some advisors out there where they spend most of their time. And so the opposite, I had to look this up, of omakase is actually something called okonomi. And it means kind of as you like. And so in that sense, when we think about our APIs and the way we want to develop that, it's like really about customization around to the depth and to the kind of transactional capabilities that we feel like will allow third parties and advisors to kind of set up their experiences in their own kind of third-party technology or in their own tech stacks exactly how they like. And so we're a little bit pursuing both, but excited about both.
Well, that's fantastic. And I love the Japanese food analogies too. You can use those in any number of ways. That's great.
Yeah.
When you're looking out there over the landscape right now, what advisor technology trends do you think are going to be most durable, and which trends are we hearing about that maybe are just more hyped?
Well, I mean, I think in terms of durability, I think the trend and will continue to be is around advisors meeting their clients where they are. So any technology that is there to support their client's experience will continue to grow. It's actually been pretty cool to see how much that's grown just in the last 5 years. I kind of feel like before that, maybe the industry was really focused on serving the advisors directly with technology. And then in the past, probably 5 years or so, it's really expanded to kind of how advisors can serve their client base through technology too. And just with the generational shift, I think the demands there are going to continue to grow. So how you can personalize those experiences, how you can meet clients where they are, whether you're physically with them or remotely with them, how you can kind of personalize that experience and make them feel really heard and cared for. So that's here to stay. In terms of hype, I mean, I feel like I feel bad because I can't credit that exact individual, but I was at a conference earlier this year and I heard kind of AI exhaustion or that term. And I hate to kind of associate it with hype, but I guess I'm maybe more think about it in terms of patience, right? So people are very impatient to see AI kind of solve for everything. And I just think in a regulated industry like ours, it's going to take time for AI to really kind of be the quality of drive some of the quality exchanges or decision making that we would want it to see or that we would all feel comfortable for. With that said, there's plenty of advantages I think people can take. I always say AI can do your draft, like create content for you, but it's going to be your first draft. It's probably not going to be your final draft.
Sure. Yeah, probably shouldn't be anyway.
Yeah.
So for RIAs out there that are looking to either build up some technology or add some technology or even upgrade their technology, what should they be looking for? What should they be looking to invest in? What advice would you give them for features they should be looking for? How should they approach it?
Yeah. I always kind of say start with kind of really taking a look at your business. I mean, don't buy technology for technology's sake. Really be very crisp and clear on the opportunity or the challenge that you're looking to solve for. Make sure that you have clear objectives in terms of what you want out of the technology, whether it's an experience, and then also how would you measure the success of that, right? So, really understand what your expectations are and your ROI. And then last, I would say, sometimes, I would say kind of in this journey, bring your partners along, right? So engage your key partners that are helping to serve your client experience with the problem you're trying to solve. And I always kind of think solving through collaboration and kind of groupthink will lead to a better outcome here. And then I would say last, it's interesting. Sometimes solving for your problem with technology is not actually about addition. It's actually about subtraction. So be open to that as a potential solution.
Fantastic. That's great. You touched on this a little bit already, but technology shaping the advisor-client relationship and how more advisors are taking advantage of tools that are available there. Do you expect that to change over the next 3 to 5 years, or what does this look like in the kind of mid to long-term future?
No, won't change. And if not, I think we'll continue to scale. One of the most exciting things that I think advisors have really embraced is the amount of data actually that they have. And whether they're kind of getting it through their custodial relationships or other systems or their own CRM, the compilation of that data and understanding their clients is incredibly powerful. So the investments that we see advisors making in their own data capabilities and cloud computing will also, only advance that, right, and make that easier and more scalable. But that is a trend that I absolutely think is here to stay and will drive those quality and personalized experiences that advisor clients are looking for.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, Allison Dewar, thanks very much. Allison Dewar, Managing Director, Digital Advisor Solutions, Schwab Advisor Services. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for watching.